I'm joined by former NPR ombudsman and visiting professor Alicia Shepard. Thank you for being with us, Alicia.
Definitely. And also Oprah. I know she interviewed Lance Armstrong about her drug enhancement performance. How do you think she handled it? Because I know they are friends as well.
I thought she was actually very good. You know, I teach a class on interviewing. I say never ask yes or no questions. But in that case, she was very specific about, did you do this? So that he didn't have any wiggle room. The answer were yes or no, and he said yes.
Do you think there's an ethical issue because Lance Armstrong and Oprah are friends?
You know, that the only ethical issue would be that the public needed to know that. I actually didn't know that. So that's the kind of disclosure that says, okay, I'm watching this. I know that Lance and Oprah are friends. So if it looks like she's going easy on him, okay, that's why. Otherwise, if you just take it for what it was in terms of a great interview with someone that you really wanted to hear from when he was finally saying, I lied.
Yeah, definitely. And I know me and you were talking earlier about Mike Weiss, the reporter who actually changed something in his tweet. If you guys don't know, he actually changed his tweet to make sure that other people were not copying him, but it found out there was. Can you talk about that?
His real goal was to just show what a low level of accuracy the standard is for tweeting, that people will just pick up tweets, repeat stuff without checking it out. And that's the media's job, to say, this information we've checked out and it's true. And so in this case, it had to do with Ben Roethlisberger, and that he had been told he was going to sit out 6 games. And Mike Weiss of the Washington Post, longtime sports writer, tweeted 5 games. And everybody picked that up. And
do you think he was wrong in doing that?
Wow, that's a good question, because I kind of think, go Mike Weiss, you know, you proved exactly what is going on. On the other hand, he misinformed his readers, and that is, you know, they're trusting him. So, wow, I definitely can see both sides of that.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm going to change the topic a bit. How do you think the media handled the Boston Marathon bombing?
Boy, I wrote a book about how journalists handled 9/11, particularly on that day, and that was very reminiscent of that.
I also wanted to ask you about the women in sports as well. How do you think women athletes are treated by the media?
I think there's still a bit of a kind of fascination with really, really great female athletes, and they're kind of like, wow, look at her. I think overall, I mean, look at the sort of the coverage of the WNBA.
Yeah, I definitely agree. We could talk about this all day.
That's
but
true.
Our time is up now. Time now for our first break, but when we come back, Austin sits down with UNLV Sports Production Coordinator Kim Alexander. Stay tuned.